The good directors of HR will become more the consultants to the leaders, laying the foundation for the accumulation of talent, engagement, and innovation. So HR directors that don't take that role and don't see themselves as leaders, I think, are really missing a great opportunity. We talk about great business plans, but you have to execute that with people. And who are your people specialists? Well, they're your HR directors. Challenges over the next 5 years, like you say, things change so quickly. I think, over the next 2 years, I think what we're going to be looking at is this retrenchment of business in general. And I think this is where HR really has to step up. How are we going to keep our top talent? And how are we going to very systematically acquire the new talent that we need to take us into this next level of business, whatever it might be, whether you're in financial or you're manufacturing. It's going to be a different game. You're going to have to do clearly more with less. You're going to have to be more strategic. And you're going to have to really focus on what it is that your business does best. And that, again, comes back to having the right people in the right places. And if you don't have someone overseeing that plan, then your odds of executing your business strategy go way down. Innovation right now, I think, is the key. This time is opportunistic in that there are so many people that are hunkered down. Those people that step up and innovate are going to be the winners. I don't think there's any question. So HR's role in this is to create that culture of innovation. And that comes through key messaging, making sure that there is a reward and recognition strategy around that. If you find innovative employees, are they elevated? Are they promoted? Are they rewarded and recognized publicly? So that's really the role of HR, I think, is to create whatever culture is important. Now, you've mentioned innovation. Other organizations are going to say, well, it's about customer service. It's about on-time delivery, or whatever the specialty is. But yeah, creating that culture that supports that through definitive communication, role modeling from the top leaders, and underlaying support with a reward and recognition strategy, I think, are the key elements. Right. Double-edged sword right now, really, when you think about it, right? You've got to keep your top talent. You don't have a lot of tools to do that. You've got to breed your great talent for the next generation because you've still got people aging and retiring. So here's what we found in the latest research, actually. I think you'll find this fascinating. We looked at what is an engaged employee? What are the key elements? What are the key drivers? And number one was a sense of well-being and opportunity. So development and well-being is the way we've lived. So if you have people on track and you can give them a developmental track and that sense of well-being, that they're part of the community, they're appreciated, and they're promoted along the way. Number one driver. Now the second driver is trust. And if you don't trust in your leaders or where your company's going, then clearly that's not going to happen. Lastly, and I thought this was fascinating, pride in the corporate symbol. In other words, when I see that corporate symbol, I feel good about not just what the corporation is doing for me and for our customers and clients, but our community. Now, okay, so those three. What we wanted to know is then what drives those drivers. And the driver of development and well-being, appreciation, the great communicator. Trust was communication, and again you come back to appreciation being the way that you communicate what you value most. And then lastly, the pride in the corporate symbol was alignment. How do you keep alignment? You reward and recognize the right behaviors. It's what we call giving the carrot instead of the stick, right? And so that's where it really comes down. I honestly believe that HR's role in creating those environments of innovation, leadership development, you've got to understand the role of appreciation and engagement through that, or you're lost.